Hey everybody, we have a really neat object lesson for you this week and I'm really excited to explain it. I know that the paper probably made no sense because you just have to see it. So I'm really excited to show you guys. So we're learning about Elijah and the widow and how every time Elijah came up to a problem, God would lead him to his next step. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna show all the kids this example. The construction paper is really just so that it has a background so that they can really see what this looks like. And you're gonna ask the kids to recreate this. So you'll call up about 3 groups of 2, or if you're in 5K, you can have 2 groups if you want, if 3 seems like too many. But we're gonna let them work together because it's gonna be pretty tricky. So you'll give each pair of kids a cardstock, a piece of cardstock, and a pair of scissors. And we'll have that all in the room for you ready to go. In 5K, you're gonna give them 2 minutes to work on this, and in the elementary room, you'll give them about 60 seconds. So you'll start the timer and you can let them work together and try to figure this out. And they'll probably make some kind of weird creations and everything. Then after about 30 or 45 seconds, depending on what room you're in, go ahead and stop the timer and tell them, oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to mention that you can ask anybody in the room for help. Anybody in the classroom at all that you want to ask can help you. They're gonna probably go to their friends and not think that they can go to you, the teacher, if you word it correctly. If you say you can ask anybody in the classroom, they're probably not gonna think to ask the teacher, and they'll ask everybody else for help. There might be a few kids who know how to do this because Megan has done it in the past in elementary. So if they get it right, that's okay. Just tell them not to show anybody else. So once the timer is up, go ahead and collect all of their supplies and have them sit back down. And then you can say, now, do y'all remember when I said that you can ask anybody in the room? I meant anybody. That meant that you could have asked the teacher, and you can ask the kiddos, who should you have asked? And they'll all think like, oh my goodness, we should have asked the teacher, because the teacher is the only one in the room that for sure knows how to do it because they're the one who created the example. So then if you want, you can show them how to do it. So it's really simple. All you do is you make a cut. It doesn't really matter how far over it is, and you just do it about up to halfway. Then you're gonna do the same thing about the same distance apart on the other side. Then you're gonna flip it, and you're gonna cut right in between those 2 lines in the middle of your paper. Then what you're gonna do is you just flip it like this, and you can fold the paper both ways to kind of give it a nice crease, and then you'll see that it makes the little example with this little flap right here. So after you show them that, and they're all in awe of how to do it, you can talk about how they should have come to you. They should have come to the teacher because you're the only one who truly knew how to do it. Kind of like Elijah, he was going, the whole nation was going through kind of like a difficult time, but God kept leading him. He had a lot of stops on the way, and every time he would get stuck, he would go to God and ask, okay, where is my next step? At first there was no rain, so God told him to go to a stream. Then the stream ran out of water, and God led him to the widow. And so what Elijah did is he constantly kept going to God for advice, and that's what we should do as well. Anytime that we feel stuck, we can go to God for help. So hope you guys like this lesson. Should be a fun one. We'll see you this weekend.